Okay, hello. This is a game against Physicist1993. I've played him quite a few times. I'll play knight c6 again. I have played knight c6 a lot against Physicist, as you can see. I played it in 2 games so far. This one and this one. No, it was this one, right? Or was it that one? I can't remember. It was this one, right? Yeah, that one. Okay, next, d4. He plays d4. It's the main move. Last few times he's been playing knight f3 against this, and then I would have to respond with e5. I did play a game with f5 against him, but he plays d4 now, and I play e5. So white has 3 main moves here. He plays knight f3, which is a Scotch. I thought he would play b5. But he plays this. Okay, I pretty much have to take that. And then I play bishop c5, attacking his knight. He mainly goes bishop e3, I think. I've had quite a few games recently with this, with Scotch Game, so it's good. I'm getting quite a bit of preparation with it, which is good. Let me see how Zen mode looks with this. It doesn't look too bad. But again, the borders for my screen recording is not, it's a bit distracting. So I guess Zen mode doesn't really change that much. I'll do Zen mode. I'll put Zen mode on. Why not? Okay. So I also have a real board with me, so I can look if I get to a middle game position or just the first position where I don't know what to do. I can look at the board, which is good. Okay, so he did play a Scotch game, and alright, so he plays bishop e3 now, and I think the main move is queen f6. It's what I'm playing recently. Just putting more pressures on the knight, and maybe even the b2 pawn. Maybe. And here the main moves, black's plan is to play knight e7, and then you play d6. I think, yeah, just knight e7 here is good. Makes sense, developing a piece. I don't really think h3 is all that good, because where is it going? Can't go anywhere. At least when you play knight here, you can maybe play d5 or swing this knight to the g6. Yeah, you don't really play d5 in this. You play knight g6, then you play d6, or no, play d6 first, and of course castle. So yes, if he takes my knight, I think I have to either take his bishop or take with the queen. Yeah, if he does, if he takes, and I take, if he takes with the pawn, then I take his knight. So he did play bishop c4. So here I think I just castle. If I play d6, I don't know, it doesn't seem too good. So I will just castle. Oh, that's right, this is a 15 plus 10 game. Yeah, this is a 15-10. So right now I am a bit ahead on time. If he does castle now, then if he plays knight c6, I cannot take that, because he will take... Oh, he'd take back with the pawn, I see, and then I can take back. I was afraid this f-file. Yeah, usually, sometimes I have run into problems with this f-file. Again, no, not really the f-file, but just against the f7 pawn in general. Sometimes I play rook e8, putting it on an open file, but it turns out as weakening the f7 pawn quite a bit. So if I play this, no, it doesn't really do anything. That's just a main move, but only after white takes the knight on e5, and then I take with the queen. That what I was just talking about is if white captures this pawn, and then he plays knight f3, I play queen f6, and then he captures the pawn, and then my queen gets to e5. That's what I was talking about. Okay, castles, it's just a developing move. It's not a threatening move or anything. So d6, knight captures, bishop captures, pawn captures, and I'm down a piece. So d6, I can't go d5, by the way. So d6, knight captures, pawn captures, bishop captures, pawn captures, and then maybe this bishop can come somewhere. I'll go d6. I don't see any other moves. If I play rook e8, it might be playing the rook there too soon. One other idea that I have sometimes is to bring this queen, just move it from f6. That way, if he makes a pawn center, like with f4 and e4, which white often does want to play in these positions, it will be useful because then my f-pawn can strike back at his center with f5. And I have to do something about his center. Just something. Whether he takes or I take, I just have to have some fight for the center with f5. But he might not play f4, but even still, the e4 pawn is a bit cramping for me, so f5 is always on the card. Maybe if I can play bishop e6 in time, maybe if he captures, I can capture with the pawn, but then he has the f4 center, and I don't really have a way to attack it that much, because if he plays that, then he takes, I take, I have to take back with a pawn to keep my pawn. I think if I play this, oh, well, I'd have to get rid of the knight first, somehow, I don't know, but I don't think I would want to capture back with the pawn. I think I would want to keep this pawn here so I can attack the center with f5. I think that is the strategy I want to do. It might look very natural to capture back towards the center. I might not even play this move. I'm just spitballing here. If I ever play this move, I think I would want to capture back with the queen. Okay, so he's trying to do something. Now, let me see here. If I capture that knight, he captures my bishop. I capture... Oh, no, I have to, because he's threatening to capture it. Let me see. If I capture that... No. Okay, so there's no tactics against the b4 pawn. I've just been looking at that recently. Okay, if bishop captures, threatening my queen, I have to take it, I think. Yes, I do, because my bishop is also under attack. So I can move this bishop back to b6, or what is the weak... It might be weakening this diagonal, which is what I think might be disarming his position a little bit. If I capture that pawn with the knight, he's still got two defenders on that. I'm thinking if I capture that pawn, he captures with the bishop. I don't think it's very good. I think I'm just going to drop back the bishop. I think it's fine. I don't see many problems with it. But the pawn is protected, but if he moves this... Okay, he does play a4, so he's just going on the queen side. Do I trade pieces? No, I don't think I want to. Do I play a6? Then he goes a5, and I drop back. Do I go a5? Then he might play this, and my bishop is a bit awkwardly placed. If I go for this, just keeping the knight in the center, or I should have this fighting for the center maybe. A5, pawn takes, no. Knight takes, attacking my bishop. Then maybe bishop takes? No, then he takes here with check. So that's bad. Okay, a5, pawn takes. Or, yeah, pawn takes. Or no, knight takes is best, right? Here I have to take back, and he captures my bishop, and my pawn structure is just bad. I would have pawns here in the end, which just looks horrible. Okay, so a5 maybe is not the best. If I go a6, it leads to the same problem. My bishop is unprotected. So maybe I should go knight e5, just stopping any exchange here. And if he moves his bishop, maybe that's when I play a5. Maybe. Maybe that's my idea. And if he goes f4, well, here, here, here. If he blocks, then I think this is the right idea. I think knight e5 is the right idea. Just staying flexible. And if he plays a5 here, then I can just capture that. And then if he captures, I can just capture with the knight. And keep in mind that this is also supporting maybe my knight jumping into the e3 square because of this bishop, or maybe the bishop jumping into the g4 square. So again, you can see the time bar here. We're taking some time in the opening. Oh my gosh, I should be looking at these here at the moment. Okay, so maybe he was a bit freaked out that I was going to jump in with a bishop or a knight or something on g4. So he just stops that completely. Now, if I play a5, if he goes knight to f5, I can capture that. No, I think maybe just taking the pawn is fine. I can live with this. Maybe not. I mean, it's hard to say. If he captures, I capture with the pawn. No, a5, captures, captures. a5, b5 is the move I would look at. Captures, knight captures. The knight is looking at those two squares from d3, isn't he? My knight covers them. My knight is pretty good here. I would like to get rid of his bishop and leave myself with a good bishop here. I mean, of course. He's not really threatening this, because I do have the option of capturing. But if I were to give up this bishop, I don't think it would be that ideal. Maybe going for this, just attacking this pawn, trying to go for f5. If he goes here, let's calculate this. Here, a5, knight f5, captures, captures, queen here, knight d2, f5, captures, captures. I think I'm decent there. Yeah. Okay, so a5 with the idea of, well, let's look at other options. Maybe he doesn't take or push. He just leaves that pawn there. If I do end up getting that, it gives me the open A file. So even if he doesn't do anything, I'm still okay there. I think I'm going to go for this. And let's double check one last time. A5 push. I think then I would just go queen g6, right? Because that's my idea, to go queen g6. Okay, I'm playing a5. I've taken quite a bit of time on that move, but I think it's decent. Queen here is my plan. Then follow up with f5 and liberating my pieces. Because without f5, I have no chances against this center. So I have to just break down this center and get equilibrium. Okay, so I haven't been using the board all this time, so there's no point in going back to the position. I should probably study the Scotch game more. I mean, I'm getting a lot of experience with it, which is good, because I've been playing a lot of games with it recently. In this move order, by the way, a lot of people have been playing knight f3 against this, which I think is very good. It gets white back into his main lines, and this main line I've been playing all this time, and I think I am getting some very good experience with it, and I have just played a5 with the idea, okay, so he blocks off the queen side. And then queen g6, I mean, what's he threatening? He's not threatening anything, right? I would be threatening to capture the pawn, so let's calculate queen g6. Maybe I also have a potential idea of coming in here. Maybe, possibly. Might not happen, but it's a possibility. I'm going queen g6. I don't want my knight there, do I? Because I want to go f5. Yeah. Queen g6. Attacking this. If he plays f3. This, maybe. Rook there. Getting ready to go g3. Maybe my knight. I don't know. But I have a good knight in the center, and I'm ready to bring this other knight in. Decent bishop, good queen. My other pieces are ready to fly in once I play f5. If he doesn't capture, then I can capture or push past and close off and try and open this diagonal for myself. Okay, so he has just fallen below my time. I have some crackers right here. Tiny crackers. Okay, so obviously I'm threatening his pawn. And if he plays... Oh, we can't play that. If he plays queen c2, I think that is a blunder move because of bishop h3. And he can't take here because I take with check. So he has to play g3 and giving up an exchange. Now he probably has compensation for that, but I mean, still, I don't think queen c2 is a good move. It's probably there's probably another variation that loses against it, maybe even this f5. But honestly, here I'm expecting either knight to d2 or f3, maybe, because that allows the rook to come to f2. So against f3, maybe I can go f5 and try to attack the center and leave him with a weird looking pawn here. As far as knight d2, I don't think this works as well. He can go bishop f3. Oh, wait a second. Wait a second. Knight d2. bishop h3, bishop f3. Okay, he goes bishop f3. It's a bit strange. I don't know. Maybe it isn't, and I'm just thinking. Okay, so I don't think bishop here does anything. I don't think bishop here does anything either. I'm thinking of just taking that off. Taking that and then playing f5. Or should I play it right now? No, because I want to... wait a second. Wait. Captures, f5, pawn takes, knight takes, rook takes. I see. Okay. Rook takes, attacking, and then I can take the bishop next move. Okay. So I think just knight takes, and then f5 here. Yeah. Okay, so now I think we've barely even started the middle game, and we're already, both of us are running pretty low on time, so so it's interesting. It might end up in a time scramble at the end. But, I mean, there is increment, so we're not going to be... we can survive on the increment. Okay, so he did capture. I don't really think the pawn is pinned, because I'm going to lose a rook if I don't. So, if I capture the bishop, he captures... yeah, I think I have to. I'm threatening his knight and his bishop. Now, here I have something interesting. Also, just note that my b7 pawn, the bishop, I was considering my rook taking here. Keep in mind that my rook is opposite his queen as well. So if he takes, I might even be able to take this bishop here. He takes... I take a piece, he takes my piece, and then I take his queen. He can't take back because of the pin. So, okay, I don't think that's a tactic. I don't think it is. I think I can just get away with coming out here. Because I think my pieces do enough job defending my position. So I don't think I am lost. I'm also kind of threatening to take that. I mean, I don't think it's favorable to him. Okay. I mean, I don't know what I'm trying to say. Anyway. If I take with the bishop, I think he takes here. Rook takes. I think rook takes is fine. Okay, he's not threatening anything. My queen guards this, so in case he plays that, he can't back rank mate me. So where does he move his queen? He moves to d3. I think I would take that. He'd have to take with the queen. He's still not threatening any back rank stuff, so I can go here. Maybe attack. Just maybe. He's not threatening checkmate, just know that. I think I do. I think I will take that. He does not have a back rank checkmate, because my queen guards that. So it's very lucky to know that. Okay, so maybe I should gain a tempo on the queen first. Yeah, because I'm going to stop his rook from coming in anyway. I put my rook on a dark square, allows my bishop to come into the game, and then my other rook come into the game. Maybe if he goes here. That is my main. Now he goes to g3. Okay. I know he does like to get the queens off the board. Now if I go here, he goes there. I go there. He takes. I take. He goes there. I don't think I have enough time to checkmate him, but I'm certainly better that case. I can bring my other rook over and take that pawn, maybe even play h6 if I need to. Okay, so rook here is my main consideration. We place this. Maybe just... I don't know, but I'm going with this move. If he goes queen f3, he is threatening checkmate, so that move does kind of come with a tempo, if you wanted to call it that. Yeah, so he is threatening a back rank mate. I don't think I have any cheap sacrifices. I think the best thing I can do is just sacrifice this pawn, so I just have to risk it. I do think I'm gonna have to do that. It is risky, of course. Okay, so here he takes, and here. Okay, I'm going for that. So that way, if he takes, I will play bishop d5, threaten the pawn. I'm protected by the rook, and I'm guarding my rook down here. And I'm threatening the pawn like this too. So, huge trap if he takes that pawn. Because I'll just come right there. I'm actually threatening to come there right now. So, yeah. You know, it's... I'm also protecting against the back rank mate, by the way. So maybe g3 is a sensible move. Then maybe I can go bishop d5. And then maybe rook f1. I mean rook f8, sorry. He is running very low on time. I mean, he's not going to lose on time, probably. Okay, so he decided to stop that. Makes sense. The rook is... Oh. No, because then if I take, he takes my rook with checkmate. So maybe I should do something about that. Okay, so I'm thinking rook e8 now. And then maybe he can jump back over here. My rook is guarded, but, you know. Okay, maybe here and here is something. I don't want to go passive and defend that pawn. No way. No way will I do that. Maybe I can even do this. Okay, so few moves I'm considering right now. King g8, what can he do against that? What's his idea? To take the pawn, I see. Yeah, if I go rook here, it gets out of the tempo gaining move. And then if I go here, if he takes with the rook, I take this, right? Yeah, I'm playing rook e8. It seems like the most active. He still can't take that pawn. The pawn is still poisoned. But if he goes rook e1, yeah, I didn't look at this move before calculating. Oh, wait a second. Rook e1, rook takes, pawn check. Queen takes, king takes, bishop here, check. If king f1, bishop goes back. Okay, so now there's no back rank mate for sure. But this time, I think this tactic works. I think that works this time. That's the problem. Because now I skewer these two. I couldn't do it last move. I couldn't do it here. Maybe I could have. No, I couldn't have because he takes here, threatening checkmate. So now I can do it because if he takes that pawn, my back rank is secured. And if he comes here, I can take the queen because my rook is protected. So now I think I have something to work with, which is great. I have something very nice to work with. Okay, and I don't think I can do anything with that. Okay, so he just goes for that. And now his knight is way over here, not doing anything. Maybe I can... No, I'll let him take the pawn. Okay, I will let him take that pawn if he wants to. I can't go for that. Maybe I can. If I go there, he comes here. I go there, attacking his knight and threatening the pawn. Okay, we're doing this. He still can't take that because of check. And there will be a bad position following shortly. I'm sure. I don't think he would want to lose that pawn, honestly. He might play g3 here. Yeah, it's those two squares. Can I make use of them at all? Nope, I don't think so. Yep, this is fine, because now I'm threatening to take the pawn, and then if he goes there, I can... I'm gonna win this pawn, I'm sure. My queen guards the rook, my rook attacks the knight, my rook attacks the pawn. I think he wants to make a move right now. Okay, he took that. Now I take this, and I'm pretty sure he has to go there. He resigned. Okay, wow. Good game. Yes, I think after king h1, I would... Okay. After king h1, I would have played rook e to g4. Rook e to g4. Oh, wow. Okay, I had a mate in 2. I didn't even realize that. Okay, it was a pretty short game. Here, I'll show you this, and I'll make the board a bit smaller. There. Okay, so you can see now. I'll turn the computer off. I mean, I'll turn the analysis off for now. I'll make the board smaller still. As small as it can go. Okay, there we go. That's good. Okay, so let's look at this. We did do this. Knight f3 is an inaccuracy. Don't take the computer's word. 3, knight f3. The general, the best, I'll give him a tip. Best way to play against knight c6 is the line 1, e4, knight c6, 2, d4, e5, 3, d5, knight c e7, 4, knight f3, knight g6, 5, h4, and black is struggling. It's the only line for white that really gives black a hard time. Okay, so let's analyze this game real quick. Okay, so for some reason my arrow key, oh there we go, okay, arrow keys weren't working. d6, b4, b4, what does the computer think of b4? It thinks just drop the bishop back, yeah, okay. Bishop back, a4, a5. I didn't like this because of taking this knight. Oh! Ah. Wow, okay, well, that's interesting. Okay, he played bishop e2. I played a5, which was an inaccuracy. Wow, look at all this. 2 inaccuracies, 2 mistakes, and 2 blunders. Wow. Okay, I didn't do that well. I thought I would have done a bit more, a bit better, but he got 100 center pawn loss. I got 68. Nowadays, I've been getting really low center pawn loss. I don't know why. I've just been getting lucky. I've been getting like 35 or less. But here, this was an open game, so there were probably a lot of possibilities. Bishop f3 was inaccurate, and I should have played bishop g4. Okay. Oh, no, knight takes f3 was good. Okay, queen takes f5. It was my idea. b5. Yes! Okay, I really like this move, and a few days ago I just discovered it on my own, without the computer. I like this idea of moving the queen aside and then playing f5. And also getting some attacking chances, but the main reason is to play f5 to attack white's center. That's why I like queen g6, and the computer likes it too, so that's good. I'm not alone. Okay, so let's continue onwards. After queen g6, knight takes f5. I took with the knight. He gave me a check first. I didn't think this was bad for me. Knight takes f5, rook takes, allows me to get another piece in the attack. That's a case of to take is a mistake. Knight takes allows me to bring in another piece. Yeah, I don't think bishop takes would be good, because I just oh that's right. I forgot about that tactic, but there were some tactics in this position, and I'm not 100% good at tactics. I threw in this move first. I just threw it in. Queen g3, and allows me to get in a better position against his king. I did play bishop e6 because my idea is that if he takes that knight, if he takes that pawn, bishop here, attacks his queen, protects my rook, and threatens checkmate all at once. Bishop d5 is a huge, huge power move. That would be absolutely insane. Move like that. And if he plays any other weird move, I still do it, X-raying his queen and checkmating. So that's great as well. He played rook d1. I didn't think I could do this. I didn't think I could do it. Why can't he just move the rook? Oh! Why can't he move it? Oh! Well then. Ah, I didn't see that far enough. So he has to give up the rook anyway. Oh, that's a shame. I didn't think he could do that. So I played rook e8 first, and rook e1. Oh, yeah, that's right. I did calculate this. Skewering to mate. And if he does this, my queen protects. So that's really good. Okay, bishop g4 I played. Now I skewer, and he does that. Whoa! Wow, bold move. Okay, I played h6, which was a blunder, apparently. This was a huge attacking move, getting the whole center. That was insane. Wow. That was... Wow, I don't know. I didn't really see that too much, but here, yeah, we do have a lot of volatility. Rook e4. He took that, and I just took the pawn. Yeah, if king f1, then this just loses, so I thought this, and then I was going to play this. That was the move I was going to play. But instead, I could have just checkmated him in 2 moves, so I didn't have the chance to play that, so he resigned instead, but yeah, I didn't see this. I didn't see this in advance, but now I know. Now I am familiar with the pattern, and next time I get the opportunity, I will do that. Thank you for watching this game. Sorry, someone is calling on the phone right now. Let me see who it is. But thanks for watching, and thanks, Physicist, for the game, and I'll see you in my next video. Goodbye. Hope you enjoyed the analysis.